Okay, so with no waste of time, I believe this could be the right time for me to start. Without waste of time, this could be the right time for me to start, so that within the next few hours, we could be able to dissect this information, that I want to discuss today, to give a very special insight about technology. Okay, so you are definitely most welcome across the world. So, all right, okay, so let's get started. Since I'm loud and clear, let's get started. You're most welcome. I see different leaders across the world. I've been able to recognize the presence of my upline, Coach Asaf. Thank you for reaching out. I see my brother leader Sembatia. Happy to have you. My sister Wumi, happy to have you. My brother Salong Omubiru, happy to have you. Ojoko Dennis, thank you for joining. My blazer. Dora Prince, how are you? Happy to see you. I see Coach Ashraf that side on TikTok. Happy to see my brother Rico John. Happy to have you onto the call today. So today is gonna be a special Zoom. I want to dig deep into something unbelievable, something mind-boggling. And today's talk, we are going to be talking about crypto plus AI plus blockchain strategies, smart earning systems explain global opportunities through LoomX. Okay. And this topic is going to be wide, but I'll keep it short and brief, basically to make sure that I provide a better understanding. So today's talk is about AI, is about DeFi, the DeFi engine that LoomX has provided. And it's not just a DeFi engine. LoomX has decided to provide one of the best latest technology in the world, a duo engine. But not only that, it has brought in play the zero knowledge learning machine. So, ladies and gentlemen, across the world, if you had a vision, if you had a goal, you had a dream of automating or making sure that DeFi becomes your new atmosphere. You are this guy who wants to make money in a simple way. You don't want to toil with money. I want to introduce to you a new shift, a power shift in the digital finance. For the last 5 years, I think this technology has not been anywhere. I have been offline for the last 2 days, but man, over $1,000 was made. And I was like, this is crazy. Because this software that these guys have introduced, the Chinese, is a dual engine model. It brings in play artificial intelligence and DeFi. And when we talk about artificial intelligence, when we talk about AI, you need to understand that AI provides three main aspects. Number one, artificial intelligence gives automation, gives intelligence. That's one. Number two, it gives automation. Number three, it gives decision power. So when AI comes in play and it gives that ability of intelligence, that
Guys, I think we lost Dr. Julius. Dr.
Yes, I hope
Julius.
I'm back.
Yes, you're back. Yes, you're back.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I'm in a secluded place, but I think you can take over.
All right, thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm back now. So let's continue. So basically, when we talk about AI, we are saying that you are landing into business wrong. Mujja kunkubira edda muzeeyi. No. Okay, sorry for that, guys. So what happens is that when we basically talk about artificial intelligence, we are talking about, when we talk about AI, understand that AI is going to provide the intelligence. Now, in LoomX, the intelligence is very key because the LoomX dual engine, the dual engine has two things in one. Number one, the LoomX dual engine has something we call the Loom Net, which is the exchange that allows you swap any cryptocurrency into any cryptocurrency in a private mode. In private mode, I mean basically, in a private mode, what I mean basically is simple. It is that the LoomX is keeping every transaction that is happening private. So that intelligence, you're going to get it for free. You just need your capital in play. And it doesn't stop here. This intelligence is very key in the second dual engine, the second engine of LoomX called Loom Core. Because with Loom Core, it will go in the market and it has 6 different strategies. The cross-chain, the cross-platform, that moves from one exchange to another exchange, the triangular arbitrage that converts from 3 different cryptocurrencies. Maybe you started with USDT, then it goes to Bitcoin, then to Ethereum, back to USDT. The DeFi arbitrage that is happening across different protocol platforms. The market maker DeFi. So it has that intelligence to find where the opportunity is. That's why this opportunity is superb. Now, apart from that, the AI brings the automation that everything will happen automatically. And number 3, it brings the decision power. But ladies and gentlemen, what makes LoomX a super opportunity of our time that I want everybody to look at and understand, then it brings in DeFi, giving open financial infrastructure. When we talk about DeFi, we are talking about a non-controlled finance ecosystem. When we talk about DeFi, we are talking about transparency. When we are talking about DeFi, we are talking about global access. You see, when I was still trading in exchanges, there are areas in the world where someone will tell you, but my leader, my Binance is not working in Canada. You know, Binance is not working this side. This is global access. And when these two combine, we move from manual, emotional, and slow financial systems. When we combine AI and DeFi, ladies and gentlemen, I want to position you in the power that is coming to happen in finance. That when we combine AI and DeFi, we are now moving from manual approaches when it comes to making money in the digital market space. We move away from emotional approaches. We move away from slow financial system and we enter into automated, data-driven, borderless finance. This is not just an evolution. This is a new operating system for wealth creation. Let me start to go slow and talk about the AI power in finance. Why you deciding to take over the LoomX opportunity ladies and gentlemen, is so powerful. Let's talk about AI, artificial intelligence in modern crypto systems. Artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen, is used to analyze massive market data in real time. Remember, we are saying that the LoomX, Loom Core ecosystem is going to look at different markets, different blockchains, different centralized ecosystem, different decentralized exchanges, centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, different blockchains. And it's going to analyze all this massive data in real time. Ladies and gentlemen, the AI will be able to detect patterns humans cannot easily see. Patterns that humans cannot easily see. Number two, it's going to be able to automate the buying, to automate the selling. And remember now, it is not automating because prices are going down and prices are going high. Okay, what is it going to automate? It's going to automate different price situations, different prices, different prices. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go and look at how the LoomX is putting money in the market, you find that it is optimizing timing and it's doing risk control. It has a liquidity pool of over $56 million, but it doesn't power all this into the market. Ladies and gentlemen, AI removes guesswork, AI reduces emotional decision, and it turns finance into a probability and a data game instead of a gambling behavior. I have been gambling. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, AI-driven systems scale faster than human-only systems. Now, what we are talking about today, we are trying to look at AI and DeFi at the same time. Which powerful opportunity do we have? What a time to be alive right now that making money is being simplified. What a time to be alive right now whereby AI is now coming in touch with DeFi. And later, I'm going to talk about the technology of zero knowledge proof, which is superb. The three make LoomX not only a super opportunity, but an amazing time to be alive. Let me talk about DeFi infrastructure, because now I've given you a clue why LoomX is using AI. Now let us bring DeFi in play. Decentralized finance provides financial rails. It provides financial opportunities that are unbelievable. Number one, when we talk about DeFi, we are talking about smart contracts. Smart contracts instead of middlemen. Smart contracts. There is no copy trading here. There is no price prediction here. There is no saying buy this token. When more people buy, the prices will go high. It is smart contract. It is the code, and the code is law. The code cannot be changed. When we talk about DeFi, we are talking about on-chain transparency. That every trade, every buy that LoomX is able to do, we can check it on chain. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about DeFi, we are talking about global participation, that everybody across the globe can participate. You know, I'm this kind of a person who says, no matter my location. For example, guys, look, let me change my camera. Look, guys, I'm into an area of green vegetation. Look, guys, look at my location. This is damp. I'm into nearly a forest. But you know what? No matter my location, no matter my location, whether I'm into this forest, nobody cares. The AI Right. Sorry for that. Okay. Back to you guys. Now we are talking about AI. We are talking about DeFi because most of you confuse these two. Most of you get puzzled when we talk about DeFi, when we talk about smart contracts, when we talk about transparency, when we talk about this ability and power that no matter your location globally, look, guys, packed inside the forest, but I can still access financial services. That's what cryptocurrency came to do. That no matter your location, no matter your education background, no matter where you come from across the world, cryptocurrency or blockchain technology gives the power to bring everybody to enjoy financial services without a need of anything else but a smartphone with internet. Let's dive into the power of LoomX and talk about the DeFi it provides. Okay, so I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. So let's go to Token Pocket. So Token Pocket is just a wallet like MetaMask, like Trust Wallet. And anybody across the world could download any wallet of their choice, ladies and gentlemen, and they could access these different financial services. But that's not the matter. Let's dive into LoomX. And LoomX is an AI-driven ecosystem. What do you mean, Julius? Because with LoomX, ladies and gentlemen, with LoomX, you'll access the Loom core. Sorry, the Loomnet. Just a reminder. And this exchange is the Loomnet. The exchange is the Loomnet. And apart from that, you will access the Loom core. And everything is done automatically by AI. Now, since it is a DApp, a decentralized application, it gives us the power that anybody across the world could access the service. But when we talk about DeFi, when we talk about DeFi, number one, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about smart contracts. What is a smart contract? A smart contract is a code, is a rule, is a law written onto the blockchain. And the law is simple, it is here. Pick any contract of your choice. Pick any contract of your choice. Let me just get into these contracts very fast. Pick any contract of your choice. Whether you are scared, you are a short-term based person, and you want to go in for 7 days. The contract is simple. It's a smart contract. And the contract says we shall give you 0.3 to 0.6. And people ask, why is it is not fixed? Why don't they say that we are going to give you 0.3? No, because this is arbitrage. What is arbitrage? Arbitrage is finding price difference opportunities. What are price difference opportunities? You bought Bitcoin is $40,000 on Binance. It is $41,000 on HTX. Buy on Binance, sell on HTX. But this is not possible if you are a human because it needs fast. It needs decision. It needs market data interpretation. So the AI plus the DeFi bring this in play. Oh my goodness. So you pick a smart contract of yourself. If it's 7 days is your need, if it is 30 days in your need, if it is 90, it is 180, but I'll always focus on my best. And I'll give reasons. This is my best smart contract, the Star Core. And it is not just a contract, it is a bot. Can you imagine? This is AI, the smart contract, the Star Core contract. The AI is the bot. Sorry, the Star Core contract is the DeFi, the smart contract, and plus the AI, the bot. Can you imagine? This is AI and DeFi at work. And like I've explained that this will bring three. Number one, intelligence. This will bring 3, decision. What will this bring? This will bring transparency. What will this bring? This will bring a smart contract. This is the smart contract. So you say, if I have $100 up to $10 million, even more, guys, because I saw the other guy coming with 20, so up to $10 million. You can come in up to $10 million. The contract says what? We shall pay you 1.3 to 1.8. And when we are going to pay you this money, in the contract, we have an 80/20 rule. What do you mean, Julius? 80/20. The 1.3 we are going to get, we shall give you 80% of that, and we take 20%, which will give you 1.04%. This is law. This is in the code. It has no human intelligence. It is smart contract. Now, Julius, yes, you have defined a smart contract. What do you mean by transparency? What do you mean by transparency? Because when we talk about DeFi, we are talking about transparency. The transparency is seated in what happens when the transaction is starting. And the transparency is coming in play because there is an AI going in the market, the bot. You did not only put your money in a star core. This is the DeFi. You also, at the same time, you got a smart contract that has an AI. Now, the transparency is here, that these guys should openly show you what they are doing in the market. And what do they give you? They give you a hash transaction. A hash transaction. And the hash transaction should provide the details of the transaction on chain. Today it's not easy. But how many are still following? Today is not easy on my side. Huh? Today is not easy on my side, but I'm always a person who wants to manage through. Okay. So when we tap into the transaction hash, it will take us to where the transaction hash happened. A friend of mine the other day was, Julius, how can I prove that this is not fake information? How can I prove that what they are giving me is real data? How can I be able to confirm that this transaction really happened? And I'm going to now, I don't know if I talk about it now. Can you imagine that these guys use zinc zero knowledge proof, whereby the instructions, the parameters that carried out the transaction, the program cannot be known. Meaning that these guys can go into any exchange and buy without the exchange trying to track their technology. I'm now going to come into a third thing, but this is transparency. Everything, the system program, everything is transparent. But they are using another technology to hide the technology. And this is the signature. This is the signature. You can copy, go, and take your time. Me, I may not spend my time. So come, pause the trade, pick any transaction hash of your own, go and see, is this real data? Because that's what DeFi is all about. DeFi should give you transparency. It should give you the ability to find what really happened. Is it real? How many are still following? How many are still following? Let me know in the chat. So you find that, ladies and gentlemen, with only $100, which is your capital. I have never seen something as cheap as this. I have never seen something as cheap as this. You get a smart contract for free. You get an AI bot for free. You just need your capital. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I was speaking to one of my friend in US yesterday for over 6 hours. And when I explained this to him, he was like, damn, Julius, are you serious? I told him, bro, even me, I don't understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is transparent. Number two, it is global participation. My friends have asked me in the past, Julius, why is it that you don't have a physical business? Man, I cannot get down to that moment that I open up a physical business that does not use AI, a physical business that is not global. Man, I can now speak to my friend in US, he starts business, and I make profit in Uganda. That is global expansion. Meaning that, ladies and gentlemen, by me who is in the forest parking here today, I can own business in over 100 countries across the world. And whatever happens globally, I get paid no matter my location. That is financial inclusion for everybody. And I don't need to do a lot. The AI is doing the work. And I don't need to do a lot. The DeFi is transparent. What an opportunity to be alive. What an opportunity to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. That today, when my friend starts LoomX in Nigeria, man, I have opened up a franchise in Nigeria. When today my sister Eunice starts a business in Nairobi, I have opened up business in Nairobi. I have a franchise in Nairobi. Today, ladies and gentlemen, when my friend in US starts the business, I have opened up a franchise in US without restrictions, without borderless. It provides, DeFi provides borderless transactions, borderless financial inclusion for everybody. And you know what? There is no API. That is rotten technology. API binding is rotten technology. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do API of anything. API binding is rotten technology. It is rotten technology. It is rotten technology. It is technology of the past. You see, there are people who cringe on past technology. You must grow. Let me dig deep into this a little bit and create a better understanding. Let me just get this crazy. People have asked me, Julius, why are your dreams becoming a multi-billionaire? Man, I have businesses in Africa. I have business in Asia. I have business in Europe. I have business across the world. My business is everywhere with just a capital of $100. What a time to be alive, man. And this business is for everybody. Wait, let me talk about this before I go crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, and my business doesn't close. What? My business doesn't close. Let me show you. I want to share my screen. My business doesn't close when people are sleeping. When people are sleeping, my business doesn't close. What? In Uganda, ladies and gentlemen, people sleep. For the last 2 days, me, I was not online. And I don't need to worry. Can you imagine? I don't need to worry. What is the price of Bitcoin? It's none of my business. What is the price of Ethereum? It's none of my business. Whether it is good or bad, the AI is monitoring. The AI is busy on the market finding what is the price of Bitcoin on Binance, what's the price of Bitcoin on HTX. Okay, let's buy here, let's sell here. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. I have never, let me show you. And I usually look at my daughter's account and I ask, why are parents struggling with school fees? Let me open her account. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Let me show you. Let me just go to revenue record. Look here. This is my daughter, who very soon will be 3 years. And man, without her consent, with just a $1,000 capital, which I'm going to explain, because man, these guys are crazy. They also do the 7th wonder of the world called compounding. Look, guys, she's slowly growing her capital to $1 million. She's slowly growing her investment to $1 million. And her plan is simple. By the time she's 5 years, she must be a millionaire. She'll be able to go to schools she likes. She'll be able to fulfill her dreams just with $1,000. Man, today I wonder, my daughter points on big schools and says, I want to study from there. Then I tell her it's gonna be possible. Because it's not a promise. You know, I have lived in cryptocurrency where we live on promises, where we live on hope. Lumex is not hope. Lumex is giving you what is happening in real time. The only risk on Lumex is when cryptocurrencies close. And I'm going to show you how powerful my daughter is going to be a multi-millionaire in dollars by 5 years. This is unbelievable. Let's go into the technology. Now look here, her money grows every day. That's not enough. She has the power also to do self-monitoring. She can see, hey, how is my bot doing? Man, this is crazy. This is called transparency. This is real DeFi, and the transaction hash is happening. And this bot, look here, it has gone in Jupiter aggregator. Hey, bought this token called Anti-Hunter that is on Solana, sold it on Mango Markets, and it made profit 5%. Man, what an opportunity to be alive. Now, what I'm talking about is only AI and DeFi. But do you know that these guys have another technology? Let me stop sharing my screen and I first describe this for you. Whenever I take time to read, whenever I take time to understand what I joined, now ladies and gentlemen, this means that anyone with internet can participate. No bank approval, no geographic limits, no office hours. AI decides, DeFi executes. This is a dual engine. AI decides, DeFi executes. Ladies and gentlemen, what makes zero knowledge learning machines special? The other technology that is seated in LoomX. Now let's get deeper into zero knowledge learning machine that are used in advanced ecosystems like LoomX. Not these normal ecosystems, advanced ecosystems like LoomX. ZK means zero knowledge. In simple words, zero knowledge technology allows a system to prove something is correct without revealing its raw data behind. These guys can go into a DeFi protocol, buy a certain coin, sell a certain coin without revealing their strategy, without revealing their approach. This is crazy. This is crazy. It is AI and DeFi, and now this is very powerful. The zero knowledge learning machine can learn from data without exposing data itself, verify results without revealing private input, protect user activity and strategic logic, scale computation, keeping it private. Ladies and gentlemen, by you starting with $100, you get intelligence, you get verification, you get privacy at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, this solves one of the biggest problems in AI finance, which is data exposure and strategy coping. You are now sure that when you are part of LoomX, you don't have competitors. Are we together? How many are ready to make millions of dollars? When you are with Lumex, you don't have competitors. A friend of mine was calling me the other day, and Julius, we are not competing because we are into a new revolution of technology. A new revolution of technology where the strategy that these guys are using on the market cannot be exposed. Why? Because of zero knowledge proof. Let's just continue. Let's just continue. How I'm going to share with you the strategy of making $1 million with this powerful tool. This is crazy. This is crazy. So just a minute before I go to the strategy, because I will end with a strategy. I'll end with a strategy. Just a minute, just a minute. Let me continue. Okay. So LoomX, which provides AI and DeFi, plus the zero learning machine model in LoomX style model. The zero learning machine layer is designed, number one, to learn. Can you imagine? Hey! Continuous train on the market behavior. The AI, the zero knowledge, is training the AI to keep changing strategy because the market keeps changing. What I'm trying to share with you is that, is it possible for LoomX to keep paying you your 1% for the next 4 to 5 years? Yes. Why? Because the zero knowledge proof ecosystem continues to train on market behavior. In my previous years, I used to trade. Sometimes you feel like maybe I go long, maybe I go short. But now look here, there is continuous learning. Number two, adapt to volatility and liquidity changes. The zero knowledge proof is able to adapt when there is liquidity changing on different platforms. Number three, improve model accuracy over time to make sure there is accuracy in execution. So there is continuous learning. Ladies and gentlemen, number two, proof. Use of zero knowledge proof to validate outcomes. Show correctness without exposing the internal algorithms, the strategy. Number three, protect. User strategies stay protected. Network intelligence grows without linking edge. Number three, scale globally. Lightweight verification, meaning less gas fees paid. Faster settlement logic, things are settled faster. Cross-border participation allows participate in different areas where cryptocurrencies are existing. Ladies and gentlemen, the system you are getting started with, or if you have started with, it provides my 4 basic principles. Number one, smart, privacy, verifiable, and it's scalable. It can handle a lot of data. Why this matters, ladies and gentlemen, AI, DeFi, and zero knowledge systems expand globally faster because no physical branches are needed. We don't need offices. No centralized approval. Automated intelligence handles the scale. Privacy teaches and builds trust. Smart contracts handle the execution. Communities will be able to grow, ladies and gentlemen, at the same time instead of one region at a time. It's because the network effect model is not about location. Ladies and gentlemen, as I take you through the strategy, allow me to share with you why LoomX is going to be a game changer. It has intelligent machines. It has a decentralized rail, that's the DeFi. It has a privacy preserving computation. Ladies and gentlemen, LoomX is here to provide us 3 basic things. 3 basic things. Number one, LoomX is providing us the AI, which is the brain. It provides us the DeFi, which is the engine. And it provides us the zero knowledge proof, which is the shield. The AI is the brain, the DeFi is the engine, and let's 3 things. This is superb. Let me write this. Let me share my screen and write this, because if everybody has the power and the ability to understand this, ladies and gentlemen, your future is bright. Where is my pen? Okay. As I conclude and I go into the strategy of approach, ladies and gentlemen, understand that LoomX is providing AI, which is the brain, is giving us DeFi, which is the engine, and it is giving us zero knowledge proof, which is the shield. The shield to provide our privacy, the shield to protect our capital in the market. And with the brain, the engine, and the shield as protection, LoomX is the new wave, ladies and gentlemen, that is unstoppable in profitability. Now, Julius, why do you bring the three in play? The reason why I bring the three in play is asking, has LumaX have the power? That is my question. To give me the 0.40% for the next 4 to 5 years? The answer is a yes. Why yes, Julius? Why a yes? Why not other things? Why not have the doubt? Why do you have full belief? Because the AI will work, the brain will work on the decision, on the intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, the DeFi will bring the transparency, the smart contract, which is a code in the law. Then, ladies and gentlemen, the zinc will act as the shield. The shield to protect the strategy they are using, the shield to keep the AI updated with the new changes in liquidity changes, market direction changes. This makes, without me going to what the CEO is saying, what I'm using technology to define my future, I'm not depending on the creator. Can you give me one in the chat? I'm not depending on the creator. I'm using the technology that the creator used to look at my future. I'm not saying, what is the CEO saying? What is the CEO saying? Does he? I'm not focusing on his promise. I'm not focusing on his promise, but I'm focusing on the technology. And the technology is AI plus DeFi plus zero knowledge proof. This is person education. This is what is the CEO saying? What is the CEO promising? I don't even need to visit his office. Uh, I don't need even to visit his office. As long as the AI is here, as long as the DeFi is here, as long as the zero knowledge proof is here. This is enough. The brain, the engine, and the shield. The AI is the brain. And the brain is being improved every day, man, by the zero knowledge proof technology. This is damn crazy. This is damn crazy. It will keep on changing its strategies. It will keep on changing its approach because every day it keeps improving its learning. What an opportunity to be alive. And so the past 2 days, I was starting to show my daughter amazing things she's gonna be able to do in her life. And she was like, will this be possible? I was like, here is the reason. We are into a technology world, and AI, men plus DeFi, men plus this is gonna make your dreams come true. I have never lived a time in my life where my dreams have no doubt. I have never lived a time in my life when my dreams, when I'm speaking to someone, I feel like, man, start with $1,000. Start with $1,000. Start with 1,000 because none of these you buy. Man, you don't buy the AI. You don't buy the DeFi technology. Nor do you buy the zero knowledge. You are trying to understand that if I have my $1,000, why can I turn this to $1,000,000? And that's what I want to go into. That's what I want to go into. But before I go into strategy, let me see if I have some questions in the chat. Mr. Julius, calculate for me, if I start with $1,000, how much will I end with? Be ready to handle too much money. Before I go to today's training, if you fear too much money, please, I want to ask you to leave my Zoom in peace. If your dreams are very small, you wanted to buy a bicycle, the other day you wanted to build a very small house, you fear spending good money, when you see good things, you start sweating. If your goal is to read menus in restaurants, I request you, when they release a new iPhone, you start complaining, please leave my Zoom. They leave my Zoom. I don't want again in my life. Julius, I would continue, but I have lost in the past, so I don't want to continue. Leave my Zoom. Because by the time you met what caused the problems, the technology had not yet come. Now the technology is here, and the technology is gonna become a revolution. Let me even drink some new strategy water. Some new strategy water. The other time I would say the bull run water, no more. Now, whether it is bull run or bear market, it's no longer none of my business. Donald Trump, it's up to him now. It's up to him. Technology, Donald Trump, technology. Now I don't care about you. The other time I would say, help me. Donald Trump, now my brother. It's no longer now my business. Whether you sit in a meeting with a meeting and the China, the meeting, technology has come, my brother. Hey. It's you who say, if you don't do it, China will do it. They are doing it, my brother. They are doing it already before you think twice. Let's go. Now, look here, guys. I have read books. But I would recommend everybody. If you are here and you are listening to me, there is a book called The Power of the Compounding Effect. The Power of the Compounding Effect. I used to struggle financially until I read this book. Every day I used to have nightmares. Whenever I go to church, I used to go to church so that they pray for me, so that I get financial breakthrough. But when you go and read the book, The Power of the Compounding Effect, and then you come here in Loom X and say, before we say anything, does Loom X have the power of the compounding effect? Man, this is crazy. Look here. When you tap on your Loom X and you go on your order record, there is a special button, a miracle making special button called Reinvest Profit. Julius, why is this button so important? This button explains that 1 plus 1 equals 2. But if you were making 1% on $1, the next day you will be making 1% on $2. Hey! Hey! Before I start, I want also to pass this warning. If you have an enemy and you don't want to see them prosper, don't give them your link. But I want to give you assurance. I will give my link to your enemy. Because me, my heart is pure. I don't have any permanent enemy. My heart is pure. 2%. Because at the end of the day, we shall all die. Why don't we all die when we are well? Let us all die when we are living a good life. This is the power of the compounding effect. Now, let's look at it powerfully. Here is my compounding calculator. Okay, I'll start with $1,000. I'm sorry, whoever cannot afford $1,000 as an investment, you're a very good person. We thank you for starting, but please do your best. Increase your capital to $1,000 because this is where $1 million will start. I don't want to discuss things of my friend. If me I make my first $10,000. If your dream is $10,000, I'm sorry, you're on a wrong Zoom. My friend, if I make my first $100,000, my brother, if your dream is only $100,000, you're on a wrong Zoom. Hey, my friend, me, if I make $500,000, my friend, I'm here only to share people with big dreams. Hey, I'm here only to talk about a minimum of $1 million in 2026. If it's not your goal, I'm opening up your eyes, because maybe the people you have been associating with, let me come back to the power of association. The people you have been associating with have very small dreams. So welcome to the new association, whereby I'm discussing $1 million. If you fear it, go before I start, because you don't you have lacked knowledge about the power of the compounding effect, and you are busy pressurizing these people with these small dreams. So I'm here to discuss only $1 million and above. If it is not your dream, I'm very sorry. Go in peace like someone who has gone, so that I save you sweating. Because in the next few minutes, you might start sweating. Forewarned, forearmed, I start. With your $1,000, with just 1.040% given to you per day for the next 360 days, only 360 days, ladies and gentlemen, your $1,000 will be able to turn to 40,458. Now, as I'm talking to people, I usually also want to handle the small dreamers, because even if you show them big dreams, they'll always have issue with everything. So let me first start with the small dreamers. Now, the small dreamers, this is going to be very easy for you. In 232 days from now, your $1,000 will be $10,000. Let me show you. The challenge Anad is going to play, but I'll run very fast. You see you now you see which ads are playing on my chart. Do you see? This is because of my association. You see the ads that are playing on my chart. They are not those ads of Yosi, Chase Cassava, take a loan of $100. They are telling me, my brother, your dreams are big. Come and trade gold and silver. Okay, let me help small dreamers. Let me help small dreamers. Small dreamers, where are you? But I'm sorry, I may not associate so long. Okay, in 23 days, you'll have $10,000. Okay, that will be 7 months. 7 months from now. 7 months from now. What will you do? After your capital here has become $10,000, switch off the button. Switch off the button. Switch it off. Stop reinvesting your capital, your profits. Let your profits stop. Switch it off. What are you going to do? Simple. But mine, let it go back. I'm not a small dreamer. So once you switch off, you're going to get 1.04% of $10,000, which will be $104 per day. A day. A day. Every day you'll get $104. 7 months from now. So your 8th month, your 9th month, your 11th month, your 12th month. Each month, you will be making, let me go to a calculator to help you. To help you. 104 times 30 days times 4. What you will do, you'll from the last 4 months, you'll be able to earn this. Then this year, what was your goal? Small dreamers, what was your goal? Was your goal to have a small house? Was your goal to have a small car? Was your goal to have some land and plant some coffee? Man, get it settled. Get it settled, my brother. Get it settled. Get it settled. Solve your challenges. Solve. Wash yourself of poverty. Wash yourself of poverty. Let this get you in the last 4 months of this year. Yeah, get well. Get well. Leave your 10,000 as a risk. Let this solve your minor challenges. Minor challenges. Let your minor challenges get sorted. Clean yourself up, man. If I usually tell my brothers that a poor man doesn't marry what he likes. He marries what he can afford. Hey, he marries what he can afford. So start moving with your class. Start moving with your class. Raise your levels. Stop looking at people who have iPhones as a waste of money. People I find my friends, they find you in a good bar taking a very nice drink. They tell you are wasting money. My brother, you are just broke. You are just broke. Your sources of income are too hard. You are still earning on salary. Every day you sweat to earn. I see people moving here. They are trying to man. Me, I'm using technology to make money. AI plus DeFi plus zinc knowledge proof. Clean up yourself with all your personal small challenges. Then get ready to turn your life around. Now, those of you who have big dreams, I want to show you how to make $1 million. Give me a one if you okay, I'm back. Do I have people with big dreams? I want to speak to people who want $1 million and above. Your goals are simple. You are this guy who never rests. Someone asked me, but you man, you are making $300 a day. Why are you not sleeping? When I make when I make $10,000 a day, does it cause skin rash? It doesn't cause good. Big money is very good. When you make good money, when you go to church, they give you the front seat. When you make good money, me I usually see they don't invite you in small weddings. They only invite you in big weddings. They are scared to even give you letters of invitation. But when you don't have money, they invite you to all weddings. You are everywhere because people don't fear you. When you have good money, you create class, you create respect. Yeah, you create class, you create respect. God loves you. Hmm? Well, even God doesn't love poor people. God doesn't love poor people because poor people, when someone sees you giving a madman 10,000, he says he's wasting money. My brother, you are just broke. I want to remind you. The other day, I met a guy and I gave 50,000 to a madman. And the guy said, man, you are wasting money. Man, you are just broke. Because for the Bible says, when I never had food, you gave me food. Whenever I never had a blanket, you gave me something to cover me. When I was hungry, so you find me in heaven. I'm a sinner, and at the same time, you find me in heaven. Why? Because God loves people who have money. He doesn't love broke people. He doesn't. So it is criminal to be broke in technology world. So let me go to $1 million. Get your $1,000, stake it for a full year. Come and stake this money for a full year, just to give you understanding. Bring your 1,000, stop looking at it just for 1 year. Get your 1.04%. This is technology at work, 360. Get this for 1 year. After 1 year, this will be only 40,000 US dollars. Like I usually say, the strategy in business, take some profit home. What are you going to do? After your 360 days, take off $10,000 and bring back $30,000 in play. Are we together? Take some profit home. When you make this $40,000, please take off some profit. Because after your year, you are going to claim this profit. What are you going to do after your year? Switch off this. Let's go back to Lumex. Where are you, my brother? Where are you, my friend? Where are you? Woo! It is here. The game changer. The market revival. I like you like a Lumo star. I like you like a best friend. So come here. Come here on order record. Okay, switch it off. Switch it off. Switch it off. Don't get excited. Switch it off. After 1 year, switch this off. Don't reinvest your capital again. What do? Let your $40,000 get to your wallet. Man, take off $10,000, man, return $30,000. Okay, when you switch it off, it means that when the compounding is done for 360 days, let your capital come back. Let your capital come back. Don't automate your capital. So switch it off. This is what it means. Okay? Switch it off. Switch it off. Switch it off. Switch it off. Get back your $40,000 to your wallet. Take off 1,000, men. Have some good fun. Have some good fun. That will be close to Christmas season. Have some good fun. Go to a nice vacation. Go to Maldives. Go to Maldives. Go to Mauritius. Have some good fun, man. Go and see nice things, man. Spend this $10,000 on yourself. Have some good life because money was making money. And usually people say this money is for free. It is not. It's not for free. Because every day it increases, here you get nightmares. Some of you can't handle when $10,000 is in your wallet. You are sweating. You are checking it every day. By the time it's at $20,000, you are not breathing. You are sweating at night. Some of you can't handle too much money. You are sweating at night. Hey, every time you wake up, you are checking your phone. You think the thing is going to close. Hey, 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 hey. Every time people see you, you are walking on the road talking to yourself because you have $30,000 here. You can't wait for it to become 40. It's not free money. Some of you will start getting nightmares. Every time you sleep, you believe it has closed. By the time you come to open, it is still around. Some of you have started with $100. You are praying it closes. By the time you start with $1,000, we have 1 million. Because every day you are having nightmares. You can't hand an account of $200. If you find 5,000, you are not breathing. You are like, oh, what if it goes? So I'm speaking to people who can handle stress of big money. If you are still at a capacity that if you see 1,000 here, you are not breathing, please stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Today, I'm dealing with people with big dreams. I'm sorry. I'm not here to brag or hurt anyone, but I want to raise up who you are supposed to be. Some of you, your associations, you are associating with people who, when they buy Espacio, they think they are over the world. I'm speaking to someone who wants to be a millionaire and not known by anybody. I'm speaking to someone whose goal is to be financially free, not people to know that you have money. I'm speaking to someone who doesn't want to look rich. I want to speak to someone who doesn't want to look rich. I'm not speaking to people who want to buy iPhone and you want everybody to see that you have bought an iPhone. I'm not speaking to someone who takes a flight and wants everybody to see that they have taken a flight. I'm speaking to someone, their interest is financial freedom. I'm speaking to someone who wants to live a free life, who don't want to show off. If your goal is show off business, I'm sorry. I'm not speaking to you. I have in the past made $500,000. I know how money looks. I'm not coming from an angle of poverty. I'm coming from an angle that I've made close to $500,000. Man, I've touched some money. I've touched some cool money here in my country. I'm speaking to someone who has interests in being financially free, who doesn't fear too much money. I want to speak to you. I don't want to speak to people who have association. I bought a car. It's none of my business. I want to speak to someone who wants to drive very nice machines and doesn't care. You don't want to show off. You want to live freedom life, man. You are the person I'm speaking to right now. Because some of you can't handle too much success. You are scared. When we speak to you about too much money, you call your neighbor. How will it look? Then your neighbor tells you this will close. Man, your mindset is associated with people who have very small dreams. I'm here speaking to people who want to live fully and die empty. I want to speak to someone who understands that you were created in God's image to have all this world. To have all this world, man. If that is not you, man, you are the wrong person. You are not my type of association. Go in peace. Go in peace. I have had people who say, Julius, man, no, I want to associate with the right audience. I want to speak to only legends. Thank you, bro. I want to speak to someone who spends $50,000 and doesn't look for pocket change. I want to speak to people who understands that this world is yours to live it fully. Not people who are scared of too much money. Not people who are being put down by people with small dreams. I want to speak to people who say, me, I lost my money and man, failure is part of success. If you can't handle failure, I try to speak to my leaders and tell them, your leadership is not seen when you succeed. Your leadership is seen when you fail. Your financial capacity to achieve your dreams is not seen when you succeed. Your financial capacity to achieve your dreams is only seen when you face failures and obstacles to your journey. So stop crying, stand up. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Big dreamers, look here. Big dreamers, look here. Big dreamers, look here. Like my daughter, she's a big dreamer, man. She's a big dreamer. Okay, so she will get this to $40,000 and she will get back $30,000 in the market. And watch it, man. This in the next year will turn to $1.2 million. And by that time, she will be around 4 to 5 years and she will be a multi-millionaire in dollars. What is your goal, ladies and gentlemen? What is your goal? What is your dream? Get your $1,000, turn it to $40,000, eat some $10,000, bring back $30,000, get this to 1.2 million, and look here. Because you have a big dream, you need to create daily income. Can you type in the chat daily income? Because you have a big dream, you need daily income. Can you type in the chat daily income? Can you type in the chat daily income? Because you have a big dream. Your big dream needs daily income, man. You need some cash around you. Because you cannot pursue a big dream when you don't have cash around you, man. You need some money. You need some cash around you. You need some money that is flowing into your account on a daily income. You need daily income. You need. No, I cannot calculate at the rate of 1.3 because the system takes off 20%. So you only get 1.04%. So you need daily income. So how are we going to make daily income? Get ready. So if you want to achieve a greater dream, you need to get out of your comfort zone. Lumek says, Julius, look here. If you could get out of your comfort zone, and why do you need daily income? Because if you don't create daily income, you will withdraw the other money. Give me a yes if you have understood that. If you don't create daily income, man, you will withdraw the other money. You will not reach your goal. You will take away the profits. You will take away the money. You will not achieve your dream. It will become a nightmare. It will not come to pass. So what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Look here, simple. I want to create nightmares of dreamers. I want to create people who want to have the cash, who want to have the money. Look here, guys. Tap on this link. Tap here. Open your account up here. And what are you going to do? Copy this code. And you're going to share it with someone. But what are you going to do to share? You're not going to do the hard work. It's simple. You're going to apply what I call the ABC rule. Can we all type in the chat ABC rule? The ABC rule. This is one of the mind-boggling ideas that are going to take you into crazy daily income. I want to look at myself as the example. Look here. Let me just go to my daughter because she's young, she cannot get out of her comfort zone, but okay, I will test. Okay, she doesn't make some very cool money because she's very young, she's 2 years, she's not a networker, she's not a builder. Maybe once in a while, when she shares me, I share with a few of her friends, but it's not a big deal. But what I want you to do is look simple. Apply the ABC rule. The ABC rule is a very simple rule, guys. It is A, which is the advisor. Up to today, I still call my upline Asif. I still call my upline Benakik. I still call our super upline David. It's advised. They understand the business. They have been in here. I'm only in here for only today is my 18th day. And I was surprised. This business has so far paid me $2,666. Man, this is crazy. This is close to 10 million Ugandan shillings in the last 18 days. Now, this money helps me take my children to school. This money helps me take care of my family. But ladies and gentlemen, my capital is growing. And how are you going to do this? Use the ABC rule. What is A? Advisor. B, the bridge. C, the customer. As the crypto ambassadors, we are going to create a system for you. And what is the system? Every day, 8 a.m. I explain in Luganda. And we also have videos where we explain in Luganda to people who have joined the business to understand it. At 10 a.m., every day we are here to explain those who have joined to understand the business. And at 9 p.m., we are at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. We are doing a Luganda presentation to explain to those who want to join the business. At 9 p.m., we explain to those who want to understand every day, 4 times. So what do? Hey, Peter, there is an amazing idea I have found, but I don't understand it. Either we do a call with a guy who knows it well, or here is the Zoom link. You could join and learn about it. If Peter says, man, those are online things, you lose your money. Understand where Peter belongs. Am I speaking to someone? Don't get annoyed of Peter. Don't get annoyed of Peter. When Peter tells you, man, I better take my money and buy a boda, please don't get annoyed with Peter. Peter's associations think like boda business that could give him only 10, will give him $3 a day. Please check your association. So don't get annoyed. Usually my friends tell me, but why are you not calling the other guy? Tell him, man, my role was to explain him the business. If I explained and his mindset has not yet reached that capacity to understand that technology is a wave, let him stay in his lane. Don't force people to do what they don't want to do. Understand them. So you just do A, B, C. Advisor bridge customer. Advise bridge customer. Advise bridge customer. Advise bridge customer. Advise bridge customer. And if he says, man, this is not for me, it's okay. It's okay. Yesterday, I was driving on the street and I met this boy who drives a Porsche. Man, I stopped my small Harrier and I told this man, I salute you. You're a good boy. I want to be your friend. And was like, dumb shit. Wow, did you decide? I said, man, I like you, bro, because you are an achiever. I don't want to just associate with people who don't want to go far. I just wanted to have your friend. I just want to look and watch your status. I don't care what you do. But man, I like you. I like your styles of play. I like people who make things happen. So your association is key. I called one of my friends the other time and said, do you know that the top is so lonely? When you want to make cool money, understand that it's lonely. That's why I'm here. Man, I'm here in the bush. Because maybe some of my association don't sit in my memory understanding. And it's okay. They have small dreams. They have small dreams. So I change my association and create my own wave. And it is working. So it is a choice. I think I have tried my level best to give you the power. What's going to happen? Whoever will start in your team, ladies and gentlemen, very easy. You will earn 10%. You'll earn 10%. Okay, you'll earn 10%. And it's very good money. Apart from that, once your small leg has $20,000, This will give you another extra 10%, meaning you start earning $50 to $100 a day. If your other smaller leg still gets to 50,000, this will scale you to over $300 a day, every day. Now, every day I make between $200 to $300. Question, will I touch my investment? Let me see the answer in the chat. Question, will I touch my investment? It's none of my business. Let it grow, 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 let it grow. That's how life works. I want to thank you. I've been here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. But before I conclude, I have my upline on the call, and it can't happen for me, ladies and gentlemen, to end this call without inviting my super upline. I remember I was looking for him to take me through the opportunity. He gave me a call, put a lot of pressure to me, explained to me how this all works. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not by surprise that we are here today because of him in the house. I don't want to take much more time, but welcome to say hi to us. Welcome, Coach Asaf, and thank you for joining with us today.
Wow. Thank you so much. I feel like I need to sign up again. Coach Julius, thank you so much for that. Those nuggets I just know one thing, whoever is here has got tremendous value. And what you're doing right now, there's a gentleman called Jim Rohn. He says that you get paid for the value you bring in the marketplace after 18 days of bringing this value. That is why you can be able to max and be able to make that amount of money in just 18 days entirely. You don't know how many people here in East Africa who would basically cherish and have a dream of making $2,000 every single month entirely. And some of them even just pray to be able to make it in a whole year entirely. But because of the value you provide the crypto ambassadors community and the whole entire crypto community, I know one thing, God is going to bless you. And my wish for you is V8 Pro Max. And everyone here, we're over 80 people on the call. I'm sure gladiators, I'm sure legends are getting created every single day. Never underestimate what you're receiving here on a daily basis. I've been in multi-level marketing for the last 13 years, but in crypto, 7 years. For me, it has been an exciting journey. We've had ups and downs. We've had bear seasons and bull seasons entirely. So, but you see, when you're trained, when your mindset is fine-tuned like this every single morning, you get to basically navigate this market like any other person. I've been buying meme coins. They wipe you out. There's a time I bought Melania. One time I was on a bar in the evening. He sent his link on the contract address on Twitter. I bought it with $100. It basically shot up the next day, made $20,000. But after failing so many times in so many in so many basically meme coins entirely. But here we are. We have a system which is sustainable. It has two powerful products, and like 4 of them are already loading. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think this is going to close now, wait and watch the space as your friends basically go ahead and progress in one another. But what I want to encourage you is that even when you lose a project, there is always going to be a chance if your mindset has been put at a level of seeing opportunity when it comes entirely. Today, we are talking about DeFi. We are talking about arbitrage trading. But how many of you have taken time to study the 6 arbitrage trading styles entirely? In the communities, we keep on talking about them entirely. And you don't need to know them because the AI has been programmed to execute the job. So your role is simple. Get those products, put them on your phone, get your referral link, share with your friends and loved ones in a bar, at a swimming pool. You could be at church, anywhere. Don't be selfish. In fact, don't be scared about how people will see you. Only basically, because 1 year down the road, 6 months down the road, you're going to be making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 every single day. And they're going to be asking you, you're making all this money and you're not telling us what you do for a living? And this is why whenever we do this training, they build what we call a thick skin inside you, that even if anything happens, you can be able to pick yourself up and go ahead and do much more entirely. I don't want to waste a lot of your time, but ladies and gentlemen, right now we are in February. We are in February. To be honest with yourself, how many of the New Year's resolutions that basically you started with already have fallen on the wayside? How many of them? Let me see some of you in the chat. Because by February, this is the truth. Most people by February have lost the momentum from the resolutions they set in January. By now, But what you're getting from this training every single day, altogether, nobody's going to do it for you entirely. And when you come, take some notes. I've spent 13 years in multi-level marketing. I do not spend a single day without reading. I do not spend a single day without watching a motivational video. If you hate motivational speakers, this is the wrong place for you, because we have fed information from motivational speakers and taken it from church pastors to the likes of Eric Worre, to the likes of Donald Trump. All those guys, you basically say, these guys might mislead you. To the likes of Senkai, even if he's not a millionaire, even if, as long as he has that nugget that God uses him to transmute into your life, you need it to navigate a next day entirely. But what is going to be the game changer for you is action. If you pick a good idea like Lumex and take action on it for the next 90 days, non-stop, ceaselessly, you've seen what this gentleman has done in the last 18 days. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be the testimony. Don't just feed on motivation, because it can be crap sometimes when you overdo it. But every time you get motivated, get down, go call someone. Tomorrow we have a Zoom call, a Valentine's special Zoom call from the company. Invite 10 to 20 people. Let's have 1,000 people on that call. Even in the evening, we have another call from the crypto ambassadors. Invite massively. Because you see, what you do every single freaking day is what basically puts money in your pocket. I don't know about you, but $1,000 will bring you $10 per day. Can that basically change your life? They've just showed you how to compound it, but some of you are scared. In this business, if you cannot be able to lose $1,000 in your life, you are in the wrong place. The mindset is still lacking entirely. So you need to come and learn several times. If you're still doing $100, by now you should be the biggest prospector. You should be making more content on TikTok. You should be flooding your statuses with everything about Lumex until people ask you what you're doing entirely. You should be signing up ministers. You should be basically in malls, talking to people every single day, not sitting in your room entirely. And ladies and gentlemen, everything you're going to do, if you do not act, everything we are talking about, if you do not act, it is like squeezing milk out of a stone. What Dr. Julius is giving you here, it is not theory, it is strategy. It is strategy, and it's getting imprinted on your blueprint, on your medulla oblongata. It is at the back there sitting. But when you practice, you even become better. I just want to basically send a blessing. May the blessing of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob follow you every step of the way. But for you to capture that blessing, take action today. Thank you, Coach Julius. Thank you, Dr. Julius. Thank you, everyone who basically attended. I know one thing, even tomorrow come back, the next day come back, 1 year down the road, you'll be testifying about basically what this business has done to you and your whole entire community entirely. Be blessed, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Asaf. Thank you so much, everybody. See you tomorrow, guys. And tomorrow it will be strategy. Tomorrow it will be looking through the application. Please don't miss up. We shall do introduction, how you deposit money, how do you claim, how do you connect your wallet, how do you sign up. So it will be new user orientation program. We shall orient you into the app, give you more details about the app, how it works, basically how everything goes. I wish you all the best. Thank you all leaders for reaching out. I wish you all the best and have a good day. Allow me sign out and leave my location at the same time. We love you all. If you learned something, drop some love hearts for Coach Asaf and for myself. Thank you so much for reaching out. See you tomorrow. Love you all. Good day.